Struggle Session podcast is not brought to you by HBO Max. HBO Max, giving DC Comics a little revamp. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Struggle Session podcast. I am your host, Hollow Otaku, and as always, I have
just K1
and Hollow Otaku. Today, it's a bit of a road trip part 3. Out on the road for about a good hour or so we decided to pull out the trusty old laptop and start up this podcast. Today's topic is, this has been released since March 18th, 2021, and that is the Snyder Cut of Justice League, a 4-hour movie of actual goodness. And we'll be talking about a little bit of the Easter eggs, what we saw, what we thought about the movie. We'll go, part by part and see our opinions. So movie starts out with
wait. Before this continues anymore, spoiler alert. So if you haven't seen this movie, go see it. Come on. Zack Snyder did that much. At least you can at least see it.
And if you think 4 hours is too much, one, I know all the Lord of the Ring nerds can actually stand the 4 hours, including if you're doing the extended cut. I'm just saying. But what Zack Snyder did is put these movies in parts. So when you start it out, it will go fade to black and it'll say part 1 and then the title of that part. So if you want to watch it in parts, go for it. You don't have to watch the full 4 hours, except for me. I watched 12 of those. So we started out today in the beginning of, actually at the end of Batman v Superman. Superman screams of his death and he activates the mother boxes, and we'll start on that. Didn't see much, we saw the crappy Doomsday, watching all the yelling, and just rewatching a craptastic Batman v Superman movie. That was horrendous, but it kind of did explain on mother boxes activating. I don't think they did much of that scream part in Batman v Superman. We just watch him die, right?
It was just mainly just the effect of his whole scream going out throughout the quote-unquote cities and areas of the future Justice League members.
Actually, it was more screaming around the world.
True.
Just wherever they are. It does reach to Lex Luthor, who sees Steppenwolf reappear in front of him. So, and then it cuts onto that, and then it's like about maybe 3 months afterwards. Showing a little bit of Cyborg, but not really. And then it cuts to where Batman meets Aquaman. The longer scenes on the Snyder Cut makes it just nice, The added filler that we kind of needed against the stupid Josh Whedon's Justice League.
I.e. the Suckfest. Which I will give them, he took time to detail the environments around. Like when they're in that little ice village, they pay attention to the people, the landscape, and then the iceberg. So good work on that, Mr. Snyder. Very good detail on that.
No, we're just now, I'm not going to try to go through each part. Now I'm just realizing how much long that would be. That would be longer than the movie.
True.
So, go down to the details that I enjoyed, which was, when they went to the Amazons, they actually had a good fight scene. And it wasn't a bitch out, that Josh Whedon did of here's them, a warrior class, and it's done.
They actually gave the Amazons plenty of screen time and actually showed them not just getting murked. They literally fought back and got a few good hits. And, it did show the great thing of them dying and losing, which honestly was still that whole thing with the building going straight into the sea. That was a great failsafe, 100%.
Yeah.
But, overall, another thing is just Steppenwolf, at least they made him into a major threat. like going through the first thing. And then of course the parademons actually stood up. They weren't like putty punks, one hit, oh, we're down. No, they literally survived that and came out of the water. So I'm like, oh, I was expecting Steppenwolf to come out of that just himself. No, parademons came out with it. So good on them for actually making parademons a real threat.
Also, I like how the parademons look like a bit of, Batman with a bit of Spider Noir.
True.
But I mean, that's what the parademons were, was just like a thing to blame Batman. Just how they drew them was like, yeah, that's Batman.
True.
I don't know who had the most screen time on that, on like the whole entire 4 hours. And it's not Superman.
Oh, no, it ain't Superman. My guess is it's a tie between Batman, Cyborg, and maybe Wonder Woman?
No, Wonder Woman wasn't in as much as those two. But maybe I gotta watch it for 16 hours. But, no. What sucks about the movie is Amber Heard was in it.
Yeah, fuck that bitch.
Fucking piece of shit. That's all I'm gonna talk about her. We're done with her. They actually went more into Cyborg's backstory, which I really like.
Yeah, I like the equivalent that, yeah, he's still the Victor Stone, who's football star / really smart.
They went with college instead of high school, which that's good. And because they canceled the Cyborg movie, this gives us a bit more into Cyborg himself. Because Josh Whedon just was like, oh, cool. No. It's too much to have.
Yeah. And then the thing was, even when he had his powers, he could have did anything with them, and he chose to help people. I really like that because it literally showed that even after Victor Stone,
the Tin Man has a heart.
Yeah, the Tin Man has a heart. Even though he had all this power, he still used it to help more people than anything. So that was a good shot to him.
Yeah. Even they added a bit more for the Flash, which I really enjoyed. It was him trying to get a job. You do meet Iris West, but she doesn't say that that's Iris West, but you can tell that's Iris West. And in the credits, it says it's Iris West. So that's Iris West. Which shows a really cool and bit creepy of the Speed Force.
Yeah, okay, we understand the comedy with the hot dog, but you didn't have to stroke her hair and rub her face, bro. You didn't have to do that.
You didn't. And also, she now knows that that's Barry Allen.
Of course.
And probably that the pet store also knows that Barry Allen is the Flash, or has super speed, or whatever. Because this whole movie is about your identity and revealing your identity, Bruce Wayne.
So then, continuing on with the movie, I guess we jump right in to after Steppenwolf has taken the first murder box, the Amazons, we get the badass moment of Wonder Woman fighting who I still will say is the Clock King. Like, the way he did all of the puns in time / I'll bring the world back to the Dark Ages / there was no real plan. It was just wanting to create anarchy. But the best thing I love about that fight is you could see that they made Diana use precision, because she was looking at the gun and how she had to block every bullet to save every life. But then also, one thing I'll give them this, they literally just said the fuck the honor of heroes. We kill. Because, like, those guys got fucking murked. And especially that guy who got kicked into the wall and, like, there's just blood, a huge puddle of blood. Like, holy shit. Diana did not come to play. She came to fuck shit up. So, kudos on that.
Also, the fucking score for Wonder Woman is phenomenal in this movie. The guitar riff, the old, like, getting the Amazon vibes, And, like, every time she shows up, that score hits again, and I go, Oh, here she comes. Moving on from Wonder Woman is, we'll go with Aquaman. Aquaman is still the fucking same.
Yeah.
Before Aquaman.
I did like how they literally like referenced that. Yeah, Ocean Master rules the seas, and yeah, he doesn't give a shit about the surface. He just gives a shit about
which is leading up to the Aquaman movie.
Yeah, so at least I liked how they just put that connection in there. That yeah, he knows about Ocean Master. He knows about his mother. He knows about what his destiny is. So it's like yeah, easily swerving to Aquaman. Just got that.
Jason Momoa, as always, did an amazing job.
Of course.
Hell yeah. Alright. Ben Affleck. Just gonna touch up on Batman. I mean, his recurring futuristic dreams of Mad Max style pretty puts a good perspective on what's to come, you know? So I have a feeling that this is like injustice.
True.
Like, this is injustice and not like Justice League. This is gonna be injustice. Gods among us, you know?
Yeah, i.e. the worst thing that everyone fears, i.e. Superman literally turns on Earth.
Yeah.
But still, like no matter how you say it, Ben Affleck makes one hell of a Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, no. He makes a good older Bruce Wayne that has been experienced through it.
Right, but
like Christian Bale is like the beginnings of Batman. You know, this is like the first 5 years of Batman. Ben Affleck is the 20 years after, and he did a great job.
Yeah, because mainly, like I've told people who first like shat on his character, I'm like, this is the brooding Bruce Wayne. This is the after death in the family Bruce Wayne, when he literally tried, like in Batman v Superman, he literally tried to close everyone off because of the loss of Dick Grayson.
Yeah, but so it's not Jason Todd, guys. It's Dick Grayson, according to Zack Snyder.
Right. So, but now, literally, this showed a great redemption because it actually showed him trying to actually bring people together, i.e. bringing the whole Justice League together to fight an oncoming threat, which he knew was coming.
Especially when Batman brought all of them, minus Superman, down to the Batcave, and you see Alfred, and Bruce is just like, Alfred, I brought friends. Which he was just ecstatic about. But what got me the most, which I loved about it, was where he was introducing Alfred, and he goes, I work for him. Where Bruce just goes, I work for Alfred. It's not he works for me or we work together. It's I work for him. That he has that respect for Alfred, for being that father figure that he needed. The guy is like looked out for him, you know?
Yeah, like I did like that little thing because it like shows that Alfred has been the very pillar of Bruce Wayne's sanity for so long that he actually knows. I give respect where it's due, and Alfred.
I mean, after 20 years of Alfred telling him, "You need to rest, Master Bruce. You need to do this, Master Bruce. You need to stop, Master Bruce." Like, he's looking out for him as he's out in the night. And after 20 years, he's realizing it.
True. But then, like, let's curve off of that, and let's just say, the shit with Darkseid and how they literally portrayed all of Apocalypse, spot on. Like, Steppenwolf, like I stated earlier, became a real threat, and not just a, oh, I gotta do this, but then you actually heard in his voice why he wanted to return home. And that mainly was because of the shit on New Genesis, which we'll just hold off on that because that's going to be a whole other topic. But still, Desaad showed, like, literally mocking him throughout the whole movie of, yeah, you might be getting one world, but remember, you owe 50,000. But then, of course, when he actually collects all majority of the mother boxes and actually sees, oh yeah, the very shit that Darkseid's looking for.
That he fucking forgot?
Well, remember, he didn't forget. He just literally took an axe to the arm.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that counts as memory loss of where the fuck you lost the anti-life equation. Alright, your biggest fucking goal. And you seem to forget about it until Steppenwolf comes and goes, I found it, it is here on Earth. And he's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, but just that, literally, that's another thing. That scene just stuck out to me because I'm like, I did not expect that when just Ares puts an axe in his arm, and then that man almost died. If those parademons did not run in and literally scoop that man back to the ship, because I thought, okay, he's going to just walk that off. Then the man literally passes out, and I'm just like, yo.
I'm also saying, Thanos had it right. You should have aimed for the head, Ares.
True. Very true. But overall, like, the way they literally made Darkseid is just literally still the towering threat that's to come. Like, even when he came out of that one, like, tablet, you could sense, like, people, like, as soon as he was coming, all the parademons stopped and bowed, and then even Steppenwolf took off his whole armor just to do that.
Also, the armor's like the fucking Destroyer in Thor.
Yeah.
Like, can you think of something cooler? You know? But, you know, the armor looked cool, it looked alive. I think it was alive, actually.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it was, like, scrapped to his skin or something.
The biggest thing, here comes the biggest spoiler, not really the biggest, but, like, the craziest thing. Martian Manhunter.
Yo.
Holy fuck, when that dude appeared on screen, I lost my shit.
Everyone lost their shit. That was the equivalent of what happened in Supergirl. You did not see it coming. You did not see it coming.
This man thought it was Superman.
I literally thought it could have been one of the Supermen, seeing as he was dead. So, like, Cyborg Superman, Superboy, Steel. Because, like, the cape got me. Because I was like, wait, is that one of them? Could that be one of the Supermen? But then, of course, when you see the green skin, oh, okay, we see that.
I got it from the eyes and not the cape.
That's what I just first saw was the cape dropping down.
The first thing you see is the eyes. Because the eyes and then the camera pans down.
Right. But when the eyes, I'm thinking of heat vision. Because mainly it's just like the eyes.
Why would he activate heat vision?
Could be.
That's just stupid and bad writing if they did it that way. Because there's no point to show heat vision. Why? And you know I'm right about that. That's bad, like, storytelling. Especially, I'm going to reveal this guy to have heat vision. What? Alright, but I digress. But you only see Martian Manhunter 2 times. One in Midway. And at the very end, at the epilogue. So we'll probably see more of him.
Hopefully.
And to wrap things just a little bit, we'll touch on the Jared Leto's Joker.
Okay, so this has been getting so much crap. The whole time for years, Jared Leto has literally been crucified as the worst Joker of all time. But sadly, it's not his fault. Most of his good shit has been cut due to Joss Whedon. It happened in Justice League. It happened in Suicide Squad. And literally, he's just been taking shit from everything about it.
Son.
So, literally, when I saw this Joker, when I saw literally Jared Leto freshly shoot this Joker, and, you know, at the end when we're doing the Nightmares storyline, he literally radiated Heath Ledger. Like, I felt Heath Ledger vibes from his laugh to his tone. So it was like the equivalent of he was trying to portray Heath of the I'm not in it for money, I'm not in it for glory, I'm in it for chaos type of Joker. And I'd say he nailed it. Comparing Jared Leto's Joker from Joss Whedon's Suicide Squad to Zack Snyder's Jared Leto Joker has been a massive rewrite. It is literally, people are even saying, this is what we wanted. This is what we do. Okay, Jared Leto, we forgive that because this was amazing. And that's also why I'm looking forward for him in Morbius, because that's the dark like shit he can do. So honestly, I just don't want to hear any more about Jared Leto's the worst Joker after that performance.
Wait, Joker's gonna be in Morbius?
The actor will be in Morbius. I wish he would be in that. That would be badass.
Sir, please, the way you're saying, like, he's gonna be, alright, yeah, so Jared Leto's Joker, did enjoy him. I'm not all up for the laugh, but, you know, that's just my opinion. Are we missing any other people? I didn't know that, J.K. Simmons was Commissioner Gordon. That threw me off. I was like, oh shit, really? Okay.
One that took us a while was the Atom at the end. The guy is gonna be like that. So hey, we're already at least showing future members of the team, i.e. a big round table, 6 chairs, and made more for more. So we know the Jaws of Justice. Then, of course, the first end credit scene, which you gotta talk about, establishes Arkham. So we know Arkham's gonna play a role, i.e. maybe another Batman movie, hopefully with
Ben Affleck.
But also, when, of course, the meeting between Deathstroke and Lex, instead of saying this time around, oh, maybe we should get a league of our own, i.e. Legion of Doom, or Justice League, could be both. It's, yeah, you're looking for the Bat, so simple enough. His name is Bruce Wayne. So that pushes more towards, yeah, it's gonna be
a good Batman movie. Right,
with Ben Affleck. But I hope it's like really, really like villain based, like maybe Battle for the Cowl or, you know, Long Halloween, depending on how they do it.
A bit of Court of Owls, maybe.
Yeah, but Court of Owls could be its own movie.
It could be. But knowing how DC could be, they could just do whatever they want.
That's true. But as long as it's under
Zack Snyder.
Yeah. But literally that's and I guess we can end it with this. So based on what we've seen and what we've heard, you know, I'm just gonna go and say it. You know, keep everything we have right now, but bring Zack Snyder back to control all DC licensing. Because let's call it, that man literally just made Justice League his whole cut, the top rating and grossing movie. And hell, it's gonna get a theatrical release. I can tell you that straightforward. And all I'm saying, just like I said the first time, they're gonna wait and see the numbers, which are literally climbing off the charts. And then it's like, well, should we just make a Snyderverse? And it's just like, yeah, because people are gonna actually watch that shit, because he's gonna follow the comics and actually do them justice. So I put it out to DC. If you want to compete with Marvel in this thing, you just need to go ahead, bite the bullet, and freaking make a Snyderverse.
Exactly. SynderCut, Justice League? I'll give it an 8 out of 10.
I'll go ahead and agree, yeah. 8 out of 10. There could have been a little more, but, you know, I'm satisfied.
I'm satisfied. I'm not complaining.
I'm just saying, like...
Overall, good movie. 4 hours, worth it. Probably go watch it again.
Same.
Not part of that. But hey, I'm a nerd.
Gee.
And thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Hollow Otaku. And as always, guys, keep moving forward. I'll see you guys next time.
And now that the Snyder Cut has been released, now release the Suicide Squad cut. Release the Suicide Squad cut.
Thanks for watching.